I missed y'all. Oh, y'all come on in, honey, because we got to discuss a little piece about the cussing pastor and his wife and what is going on with them. Now, y'all know that this is the deep lane, right? My name is Grabowski. I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse and an advocate for mental health awareness. Hey, Sunday girl, how you doing? Girl, we getting ready to chat about Thaddeus. What's up, Daisy? Y'all flying in here tonight. I ain't seen y'all since well, we were at the restaurant the other night, but we haven't done a live. Um but I was outside. Hit the like button, double tap the screen. Y'all do it right now. 10 people in the building, because honey, okay, I was outside on the weekend. Yes, I was. But honey, let me tell you. So I've been sitting around, and I saw a little bit about the Thaddeus, saw other people talking about it. But then the other day I said, you know what? Hey, Latoya, how you doing, girl? What's up, Brian? Brian, don't call me names, baby. What's up, princess? Chad, you got your notifications. Brian, you got your notifications so that you can just jump to me when I go live. Bless him heart. Bless him heart. So anyway, I was thinking about the Thaddeus situation. I was listening to it the other day. So yeah, dislike it, baby. You can dislike it. It all works the same for YouTube. But anyway, so I got my iPad right here, and I listened to part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. And I was like, now my perspective, y'all know my perspective a lot of times can be a little different than other people, because we're all different, right? We all got a different lens. What's up? I don't know who you are, honey, with all these hearts, baby. I don't know who you are. But my perspective is a little bit different. So let me just jump in here and tell y'all about when I first saw Thaddeus on my radar, which was probably like 5 years ago. And I really thought, yes, girl, we had a ball. But me and Michelle, we're going to be back outside at the African American Festival this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and then we're going right back to that spot probably Saturday night, and some other people that we done got together, so we're gonna have a good time. But anyway, so at Thaddeus fell on my radar, and of course Thaddeus is entertaining. For some of y'all who don't know, they call him the cussing pastor. He's the cussing, I'm doing good, boo-boo. He's the cussing pastor, right? And so I thought it was funny because a lot of times pastors do cuss, but they don't cuss in public. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh my God. So he's cussing, and Tasha K interviewed him, and so many other people. And of course, Thaddeus hang out with the who's who, because it's kind of cool to have a cussing pastor, somebody who embraces their true self, you know what I'm saying, in front of everybody. They just don't feel like putting on airs and playing games. So that's my understanding of Thaddeus. So then a couple of years after that, I saw him over at his church, and he was fighting with some man, and some man was going to threaten to beat him up. And I was like, you know what, Thaddeus do the most. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, traditionally speaking, because y'all know I used to be a pastor too, so doctrinally speaking, pastors are not supposed to cuss. They're not supposed to be fighting at the church. They're not supposed to be licking on people's private parts on social media. I think there was a video of him doing that, and then he just done a lot. So now this thing comes up with Thaddeus and his wife, and she outs him for being an adulterer. First of all, let me just tell you this. First of all, she got with Thaddeus. Okay, so she was married, and her husband couldn't perform sexually. So she and her husband had a conversation because she had met Thaddeus. And her husband told her, look, go and find somebody to please you. What's up, Infinity? If y'all are children, please leave the chat because it's not a child's conversation. Okay. Thank you very much. But if you're 18 and above, you can stay. So go and find somebody who can please you because I can't. He had a medical situation. And so Thaddeus was that person that she chose or she found. And so then Thaddeus told her, listen, I'm going to take you from your husband completely. So Thaddeus called him up like, look, I'm going to take your wife from you. And so now I don't like the fact that she's blaming him for that. Thaddeus for that because that's on her. You know, we all have to be accountable for our part. So anyway, so they get together and they doing their own thing. And so let's see, Latoya, you can go ahead and block Brian. We don't have to put up with you, baby. We would like for you to stay, but you have mental health issues, and so bye bye. So anyway, so she and Thaddeus were having problems. He was cheating. He was doing the most, but what I didn't know is that Thaddeus is same gender loving. So not only was he committing adultery with her, on her with other women, but he also was same segging with men. Yeah, I mean, of course, you would have to have, hey, Nikki, mental health issues. I mean, we just hit the line. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even been talking 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't even been here. So whoever that person is, of course, they're crazy as fuck. You know what I mean? And so for that reason, I kick you out because I don't have time. I don't have to put up with it. So anyway, that is same gender loving. So now let me get into it with my perspective, okay? Let me just talk from what I know. And I talked about this not too long ago. So here we go with this preacher. First of all, he's a preacher. Secondly, he's a married man. Thirdly, he's a cusser. Fourthly, he's doctrinally literate. He knows the Bible, right? Y'all know I'm a survivor of narcissistic abuse. I done told mostly everybody that I know, and I tried to spread the awareness that there are so many narcissists in the church, and they are preachers. How many times do I have to come? And now, like, I've just been minding my business. You know what I mean? Because I've been manifesting and shaping my life into what I want it to be. I will never be hip to hip with another narcissist for the rest of my entire life. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So anyway, Thaddeus has all of the parts of a complete narcissist suffering with narcissistic personality disorder. First of all, he's a preacher. That's number one. Meaning that he has bought into sort of like a fantasy. Number two, he's gay. Number three, he doesn't do anything that the doctrine tells him to do. But yet and still, he's going to tell you that you got to obey what the Bible says. Meanwhile, he's not going to do any of it. And the part that he does do, he does it in front of other people that are watching. It's not in his heart. He does not have any love. He didn't love this woman. He don't love himself. He doesn't love the congregation. He is same gender loving. Most narcissists are, because most of them are bisexual. And the reason being is supply is supply. It doesn't matter who you get it from. Don't matter if you get it from a young person. What's up, Trinity? Doesn't matter if you get it from an old person. Doesn't matter at all. It just matters that somebody is giving you the energy that you so desperately need. He has all the parts of somebody who is suffering from narcissistic personality disorder. How many times? I just sit over here on my stump or my heel or in my life, and I see it all the time. I see it all the time. No, Thaddeus has a congregation full of people. He's been pulling the wool over their eyes the whole time. He's critically mentally ill. He's been that since day one. He's not going to obey what the Bible says. Love you too. He's not going to do nothing. He's not an empathetic preacher. He's not Ron the Don, what's up in the building? He's none of that. He's just a hot, flaming, same gender loving narcissist who has pulled the wool over the congregation's eyes. So what he did was he tried to bluff his wife. And because the narcissists, what I tell y'all they do all the time. Did I tell you they overplay their hand? Did I tell you that? You can depend on them overplaying their hand every time. So what he does is he bluffs his wife. And he says, we talking about the cussing pastor, Thaddeus. That's what we talk about. So he bluffs his wife. Let me show y'all. We're going to listen to a little bit of it. There you go right there. That's him and her right there, right there. And that's her exposing him. There's 4 different videos. I'm talking about it's something to listen to. But he bluffs her. He says, go ahead and tell it. Tell it then. You know how they can be. Tell it. She said, what? She said, no, you don't want me to tell it because, see, what you do is you take your device and you please yourself from behind. You take your device as a man and you please yourself from behind with it when you can't get your same gender loving people. But you also lick the kitty cat too of the women's. Plus you over there putting the device in your bottom part and probably letting somebody put the device in yours. Meanwhile, Father, in the name of Jesus, open thine blinded eyes up, heal, touch, and deliver and set free. I know, Apple. Thank you, baby. Everybody say that. I saw her in that elevator, honey, and she was trying to stay calm, but I would have freaked out. That's a lot of hamburger. But listen, so he takes his device. So what she's saying is, why you playing with me? Why you act like I don't know what's going on with you, Thaddeus? So when she found out that, so this is what she did. So the same gender loving lover called Thaddeus, but the wife has access to the phone because you know how the Apple devices are, right? So the same gender loving, she done seen the text messages between them two. She done seen that too. So what she did was, the same gender loving, she waited for him to call Thaddeus. And Thaddeus wasn't around, or some type of device that she had. I don't know if she had his phone or like all my devices ring my stuff. I got like 4 Apple devices, right? So you know how it is, right? If you call me, if I got my iPhone at the shop and you call me, my iPad gonna ring. So what she did was, for some reason, Thaddeus didn't see it. So she picked up the dang on phone. So when she picked up the phone, she didn't have the phone face to face. She had the phone faced up, so it's looking at the ceiling. So soon as old boy, the same gender loving one, called Thaddeus, and he was like, hey baby, what's up? Something like that, whatever. So he said, why you hiding? Come to the phone. So then she came onto the phone. Then so she said, look, ain't no need for you to lie. You might as well tell me the truth. I done seen all the text messages and everything. Just tell me the truth, right? So by the time he confronts Thaddeus, then Thaddeus, he kind of come clean a little piece to her. He said, baby, don't leave me. Let's go to therapy. So they goes to therapy. What did I tell y'all about the narcissist in therapy? What did I tell y'all about the narcissist in therapy? What did I tell you? Did I tell you that they go because they've been, for some reason, they have to go? But they're not gonna, they're not gonna be fixed in therapy. There is no fix for it, right? So he do what he gotta do enough to get the wife to feeling like, get her emotions together and make her feel like, that Thaddeus is gonna get a little piece of healing and that they can move on in their marriage, right? So what he does is, he just He doesn't. So he goes back to doing everything that he was doing before, and he puts the device in his behind and all of that stuff. Meanwhile, he's a preacher. Now, now this is what I do on my channel. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse. I talk about all things narcissism, and I teach people that if you're dealing with someone with this personality disorder and this mental illness, that there's no fix for it, right? And you need to choose you, love you, and leave. So one of the things that she says, I know Antonio Hill. One of the things that she says is that she tried to. So people say, well, why did she stay with him, Cheryl? Why did she even agree to go to therapy? Because she loved him. It's a lot of things. Nikki says, my son is a narcissist. How old is he? There are lots of things that you will do. I've done when you love a person and you're waiting for them, you hoping that things are going to change, and you're hoping that, because you see some good things in them, right? You can look beyond their fault and see their needs, and you want that thing to change. Wow, if no fix to it, dang, that's crazy, yo. It is crazy. He's 37. What are you doing? Are you a part of a support group? What do you do? He's not changing. He's getting worse. They do get worse. They do get worse. And are you in the same home with him? Do y'all live up under the same roof? This is the thing about Thaddeus and the wife. Because she did all she could do, right? She can't do no more, right? And she's done because she know that he's a low down, dirty dog. But what she doesn't know is that Thaddeus is mentally ill. He tries to verbally abuse me, but I don't let that happen. Are y'all under the same roof? That's what I want to know. Because if you are, then you need to change that. He does not need to live in the same home with you. Because since there is no fix for it, you will suffer until you die. No, he has his own apartment. Okay, good. There's no fix for it. Okay, so that is doing what narcissists do. So nowadays, me and so many other hundreds of thousands of people who are teaching about narcissism is what we're doing. We're sounding the alarm, and we're letting people know. What's up, the House of Urban Lounge podcast? I've been seeing your DJ sessions. They're good. What's up, Sandy? What's up, boo? So they can't change. You know what I'm saying? They can't change. That is, oh my God, he is such a picture, y'all, of everything that we discuss over here. But his wife being the intimate partner, she's gone through so much. Besides her going get tested for, diseases and stuff like that. She should actually really go do that. But besides that, she needs to go into therapy for for recovery. Because I'm afraid that a lot of the times when you've been with a narcissist like that, then you'll just, you'll gravitate toward another one because they are charming. Thank you, Nikki. They are charming. They are charismatic. They are professional at wearing the mask, whether it's a woman or a man. We don't want nobody over here on this channel to think that there are not female narcissists. I do follow a female narcissist, and she is self-aware. She is so crazy. But I like her channel because, she lets you know what it is. Is it a mental or is it seeing trauma? Is it mental or it's from seeing trauma? It is mental, but yes, it comes from trauma. Yes, in most cases it does. Or you can overspoil your child and never say no and give them everything that they want. And so at that point, they're self-centered. It's all about them. They don't know how to have empathy for other, and it could go that way too. Sounds like you talking about the cussing preacher. Absolutely. What do you think about that? That's what I was about to ask. Is it a woman? No, in this case we're talking about tonight, we're talking about a man, but when female narcissists, females do have narcissists. But the self-aware narcissist that I follow, she is a female. She's Caucasian. And she's self-aware. Now, most of them never get a diagnosis. You're welcome. Most of them never get a diagnosis because most of them think that they're perfect, that there's absolutely nothing wrong with them, right? So if you think that way, then how can you get a diagnosis because you're not going to therapy? But if you're in the military, if you're a police officer, or if you're somebody like Thaddeus who has this wife who knows all his business, then to satisfy her, he'll go into therapy, right? To satisfy her because he don't want everybody to know about him. So I don't know what Thaddeus is going to do now. Now I'll say this because my perspective is a little different. So I'll say this about Thaddeus. Since there's no fix for it, the best thing for Thaddeus to do is to stay into therapy and to understand that he has NPD. Do you understand? And not to find another woman who he can trick and finesse and lie to and be charming, and not to do that, but to just go your way, live over there. Because this is the thing about the church, and I hate to tell y'all that a lot of them don't believe that this narcissist thing is real. They don't believe it. They believe that God can heal it, that God can fix it. That's how they believe. They believe that they can change, and there is no change. That's what they believe. My job here on YouTube is to help you to understand. Please don't give your life away to these mentally ill, low vibrational people. Don't do it. Because Cheryl Grabowski has built bulletproof boundaries, and I keep them out of my life. Whether it's been an intimate partner or a family member, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And if it's somebody in my family that I have to deal with here and there, then I keep the engagement short. Because this is the thing about, and I feel for her because I know, I this is the thing. I wonder how sick she's gotten since she's been in a relationship with the Thaddeus. Nikki said, I'm listening to you. Have you ever heard of two narcissists date each other? Uh-huh. And what would you think that would turn out at the end, Queen? Just wanted your thoughts on of awareness. I think they should be together. I really do. I think that is the fix for that. Now, one going to be stronger than the other, right? And one is going to be more abusive than the other, but I think that they deserve each other because an empath thing ain't got no business with a narcissist. Is going to destroy you. It'll take everything you have to sustain that narcissist, and you will leave that relationship sick and depleted as a person if they don't turn you into one, because they can do that. My son never takes responsibility for his actions. He always blames me for everything. Right. They can't take accountability because they are always the victim, right? Because whatever happened to them in their childhood, they feel, that, we talk about that underdeveloped subconscious child in them, right? That's who they're connected with. And so they always feel like the victim, right? Because they never grow up, right? Because they can't grow up. They can't grow up. That's why the codependent, people please empath goes into therapy, and we learn how to grow up inwardly. But the narcissist is stuck. There is no growing up. They cannot grow up. It's permanent. It's permanent. It's permanent. If you are a parent of a child that you know that's a narcissist, my heart goes out to you. That's a rough diagnosis. That's rough. Oh my God, girl, you just hit it. He's always the victim. He's always the victim because he's that underdeveloped child. So, do you understand? So there is Yeah, it's the way they look at it is that you've done this to me. And so that's why too, if they become like something like a pastor or something like that, everybody knows that the congregation loves on and adores and give all kind of accolades to the pastor. That's what it's all about. That's the supply. So if your narcissist is in a relationship, an intimate relationship with a wife or girlfriend, she's going through hell. He's still arguing with his wife for something that happened 10 years ago. Right, right. She's ready to leave him, and I don't blame her, and she should, because it's not going to change. She's dealing with an adult child, someone who is uh, underdeveloped emotionally. Oh my God. Emotionally, and they cannot grow into adulthood emotionally. That's why a lot of times they lack in morals and values because they don't know what's appropriate and what's not. They don't know. They don't know. That's why Thaddeus is putting things in his behind and sagging men and women and cheating on his wife and running up the street and pretending and just gaslighting, manipulating, not taking accountability. That's why he's doing all of that. He's the forever child, and they always feel like whatever they want, that's what they want, no matter what. And they should have it at your expense. So over here where we are thrivers and survivors, we've really got to learn how to let them go so life can deal with them. Because we can be, oh my God, I've been this in my life. Oh my God, such an enabler. Oh my God. Because the empathic person, there's something about us like we can feel that underdeveloped child inside of them. And when we see that underdeveloped child, we want to rescue, we want to love. And what we don't understand is that because we are capable of love, we want to love that, fix that. See what I'm saying? Like, we want to look beyond their fault and see their needs. We want to give, we want to nurture, we want to do all that stuff. It is truly no cure for NPD. No. No, House of Urban Lounge. No. No, trust me. It's been 5 years now. So I've studied up under the best teachers of MPD, the best in the world. There's three of them. Of course, there's Dr. Romani. There's Sam. I can't pronounce his name because I think he's Russian. And then there's the other guy. He's very muscular, and he's from England. I can get all their names, guys, and bring them back to y'all. But these three people I've been studying under for years. I've been studying. There's no cure, right? They don't know a woman's worth and how precious a woman is. I'm glad I was born to love a woman right. And thank God for that. That will be your next book. You will write best seller narcissist. Antonio Hill says, oh, honey, I can write. But the thing was, once I started studying about NPD and saw that the licensed clinical people, what they had said and everything, I'd seen all of that in my life. I'd seen it all. I didn't know the terminology for it, but I knew about going no contact. I knew about gray rock. I knew about, because I'd done all of that. I heard about Romani, if I spelled it correct. You spelled it close enough, but Romani is fantastic. She is fantastic. Like, anybody who gets Romani on their couch to do a session on narcissism, I'm talking about, yeah, she top of the line. She's top of the line. Nikki says, right, I have 3 grandkids. What do I do? He always try to use them against me. You're limited. Love on your grandkids and hope that they will be able to see, through what dad is doing. Because what he's doing is a smear campaign on you. Your own son is smearing you to your grandkids. And that's what they do. Because it sounds like, Nikki, he's holding something against you. Do you know what it is? Sounds like he's holding something against you. There is no fix for it. In these, I've studied adult children with NPD, and the parents that have to deal with it. It's just like being in an intimate relationship. You're going to suffer. They're going to punish you until you pass away. There's no fix for it. They'll they'll love you. They'll punish you. You'll get both. Cheryl, what if a NPD could be reprogrammed? Do you think that will be possible? Okay, yes. So basically, I told you I follow self-aware narcissists. So on YouTube, there's a guy called Mr. Mental Illness. He has a massive platform now. I think he got 400,000 subscribers now. I've been listening to him for 5 years. He is a self-aware narcissist. Yes, he teaches on it. Yes, he's still in therapy. Yes, he got 5 layers of therapists. He got psychoanalysts. He got psychiatrists. He got it all. He still needs every bit of it. And he teaches, you're exactly right, Cheryl. He teaches on narcissism, and he lets everybody know the game. He's a narcissist. He's an African American guy with long dreads. He's married to a Caucasian woman. They have children, and they're very successful now. His name is Lee Hammock, and he's been through it all, and he's done it all. All of the lying, the gaslighting, the cheating, the manipulating, the all of it. What's up, TNT Family Show? What's up? He's done it all. Lee has done it all. He's done it all. Yeah. He's done word salad. When they jump in there, oh my God, when you're trying to have a conversation with them, oh my God, and they take you on, do a word salad with you, and you can't get no resolve. Next thing you know, your body hurting, your blood pressure hurting, you got a massive headache. Oh my God. Well, once I shut my feelings down for him, there's no going back. How you doing, darling? Wait a minute, Nikki. Well, once I shut my feelings down for him, there's no going back. It's hard for me to accept that comment, but that's your business. That's hard. It's hard. People do it, though. People do it. Parents do it. They have to. You know how sometimes we look on the news and parents are unalived? That's what's going on, y'all. Remember this category in narcissist depression, narcissist control, narcissist, sexual narcissist. Yes. Sexual narcissist. Oh my God. What is it, Joe Harvey? Yeah. You got different kinds, y'all. You got the covert. You got the grandiose narcissist. The one that everybody can see across the room because he's an asshole. Or she's a that kind. But then you got the covert one. That's the nice guy or the nice girl or the nice lady. It's not real, though. What's your question? You say once you shut your feelings down. It's so layered, y'all. So many layers. Yes, my friend just got out of one of those relationships. Thank God for her. I have a friend after 20 years. He won't go for coffee now. As a friend, I find it weird. He won't go for coffee. So he won't talk to you anymore? Do you watch Love and Hip Hop? No, ma'am. What's your take on Rashida? I got a take on that Kirk and Jasmine situation. If you don't know whom I'm talking about, you should check it out. No, I know all about Rashida because I used to watch it, and Monet did tell me. What comes to mind? And that's very hard. I mean, tears. Yeah, my heart goes out to you, Nikki. I do think Jasmine, probably the reason why you asked me that is probably because you probably think that Kirk is a narcissist. Because he won't stop. He won't stop. And Rashida love him. And she think that her love can change him, but it can't. It can't. And I wish she would. You're in tears. God bless you, girl. He talks, but he always wants to go blow money, and I don't. Okay. Yes, I do watch hip hop. Yeah. Yeah, because he keep right on doing it. But listen, where are the consequences, Jasmine Wade? Where's the consequences? She should have been left Kirk. Whether she go back or not is of her own accord, right? But at some point, I feel like she should leave and just love herself. Cause why in the world? Kurt is a fool. Why in the world was she? Which you know what I'm saying? She been with him since she was in high school. I was with Lacey since I was in high school, Jasmine. No, I was with Lacey ever since I was 11 years old, 12. He took me to the state fair at 12 years old. And he walked out on me when I was 33. That's a lot of years. I get it. I've lived that life similar to Rashida. The only difference was they're celebrities and they had a lot of money, and Lacey, we didn't. What is up? What do you think is wrong? I'm not sure. I think Kurt a jerk too. I think she should leave him. Yes, she should. And because I sense this is what I'm thinking. Sometimes we get indoctrinated by family members because the mama and grandma did it a certain way. You know, I got family members like that. Stand by your man. That type crap. You understand what I'm saying? And no matter what, yeah, but no, couldn't be me with that gorgeous queen. Yeah, yeah. So she is, in my opinion, she trauma bonded. In my opinion, she just not inwardly, she not strong enough, and she needs somebody to help her. She need help, but she got to get sick and tired of being tired. What's she gonna do? Wait until his dang-a-lang don't work no more? Is that what you waiting for? You waiting until he time out? Some women do, and men with women, but mostly women wait until the man is sick and broke down and he can't go and do those things with a wonderful, beautiful woman. Hard love to narcissists. Cut out of your life. I had one want to look rich narcissist and she was broke and no money. Well, I mean, they're actors, actresses. You know, I tell y'all, they're on stage in our life. They're on stage. They're on stage. But yeah, so yeah, same situation. Now she might not ever get out. Rashida might not never get out. The hard reality is 50% of these relationships, they don't dissolve. They will be with their narcissist until life is over. But every time he calls her and she pick up the phone and I even tell her don't even give him that reaction, but she doesn't listen to me, and I have been telling her he doesn't mean anything. She trauma bonded, boo. Do you know what that means? That means that all of her emotions are super invested and tied up in his. That means that when she tries to resist him, it causes her pain. That's what that means. That means that in order for her to get away from him, she's gonna hurt like hell. And also she's gotta be willing to hurt. I hurt like hell too. Where all that flared nostril wind coming from? LOL. Have a good. So if you can't afford restaurants and your friend go out, don't. What are you talking about, Joe Harvey? You've been drinking. Um. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is. The trauma bond. That's why they say the trauma. What is the trauma in the bond? What kind of bond? What's up, Amish Paradise? It's an emotional bond. Y'all know emotions are everything. Emotions are everything. That's what keeps us on a job. That's what keeps us, our emotions are connected to visions that we have vision of being successful, open up businesses or whatever it is, or being in a wonderful relationship, our children making straight A's and going on thriving, or whatever it is in life. It's the emotions that are attached to it that get us where we're going. That's the driving force. So when they're trauma bonded, it's bad off. I went horseback riding and fell off the horse. Oh my God. I said I can't afford a restaurant all the time. My friend won't go for coffee. Joe Harvey, stop. coming. What's up, Rico in the building? What's up, Rico? Yeah. Thaddeus. Thaddeus. And he's an old man now. Let's listen to a little bit of what she said. Y'all, let's listen.
Was gonna be stupid enough. I knew you was gonna be stupid enough to not leave well enough alone, and I knew you was gonna try to flip this damn story tonight.
Hold on, let me read, Latoya. Please do not get me started on Love and Hip Hop. Rashida is not going anywhere. She's going to continue to take this crap. He's going to continue to be a cheater. Well, I had already said that, Latoya. 50% of these people never dissolve these relationships. And Rashida, there's a reason why, though. Probably if you go back in her background, you can figure out why she's that way. Excuse me, y'all. As for Jasmine, I believe that Kirk is still trying to get at her. Hey, beautiful woman. How are you doing, love? I'm doing fine. I've been good. So, yeah, let's listen a little bit.
On your show. So I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're doing it. And I know somebody gonna tell you she lied because I am. But you know what? I held back last night. I'm not holding back tonight. Since you really some of what I didn't tell my damn audience. Oh, I'm getting ready to tell them everything. Everything. So while you over there trying to talk and set up shit, come on in here, y'all. Share it. Come in. Share it.
Hold on.
You know.
Here's another how-to video if your dreams are bigger than your funds
Hold on, y'all.
and you don't know what to do.
With the dope. That's why the fuck you running up motherfucking.
Wait a minute, girl. I can't even play this content, girl. These folks cuss so bad. Well, don't forget her mama let her move in with Kurt at a young age. Okay, so thank you for that, Latoya. So, oh God. So why did she have to move in with them at a young age? Where was her mother? Do you see what I'm saying? There's a reason why she is so trauma bonded with Kurt. She's a child too, I would imagine. She's very underdeveloped too, I would imagine. You understand? Even though they are intelligent and business entrepreneurs, they are still children. Girl, I have another son. He's 27. He is nothing like him. He is so loving and caring and supportive. But I do agree with you. He's holding something against me. You don't know what it is, Nikki? Have you asked? Because it is something. Because she loyal and don't know nothing, but Kurt is going to take somebody to win her heart so he can see what he's doing to her. She won't do that. She won't cheat on Kurt. I don't believe that. She's going to have to get sick and tired of his abuse. That's what's going to have to happen. And evidently she's not tired yet. All right, I totally understand. And just because she has some type of rap deal, what does that mean? Her mom is in so much control of her life, maybe. Could be. Sexual bond. Narcissists have good love, save your money, and don't tell nobody you leaving. Narcissism will, if you tell him you're leaving, never tell him. Now, all narcissists are not dangerous, are not abusive. All narcissists are not abusive, y'all. Auntie, did you see the footage where the mama was sitting between Kurt's lap and said that she was trying to feel something? It sounds like that her mother is a narcissist. And that might, oh my God. What's up, Johnny Diggs in the building? Sounds like, girl, don't tell me that. Are you serious? It sounds like her mother is a narcissist. She would have to, one of her parents would have to be a narcissist in order for her to be with him. Do you understand? I don't know if I've talked to y'all a lot about this, but the person who ends up in an intimate relationship with a narcissist, one of their parents was a narcissist. That's home to you emotionally. That's home. She claims she cheated Kurt, but I don't believe him. She claims she's cheated on Kurt, but I don't believe him. What do you mean, Jasmine? On Kurt. So she says she cheated on Kurt. She was in the music industry. That's why her mother let her move in with Kurt. But how old was she? I'm doing good, HD84. Rashida says she's cheated on Kurt before, but I don't believe her. Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. I don't believe her either. And even if she did, say for instance she cheated on Kurt when she was 20. How does that justify him cheating on her over and over? Now, not for a transparent moment, exactly. Not all are abusive, right? Not all. Wait a minute. All of them are mentally, emotionally, psychologically abusive. All of them are not physically abusive. Truth be told, I believe given the opportunity, she always got the opportunity. She always got the opportunity. Everybody always has the opportunity to cheat. You're not with your spouse 24 hours a day. Everybody does. Anybody can. You know what I mean? Normally, the people that don't cheat is because of their internal GPS won't allow it. They just, you see what I'm saying? But it sounds like her mother might be a narcissist. I'm not lying. And so that's a strong chord because there you go with Kurt. And there, so it sounds like Rashida is just being manipulated. And she don't have anybody. Oh my God. Yes, it was on one of the episodes. There is way too much information out here now. For somebody like Rashida to be in a situation like that. You know what I mean? She was in her teens. Now, why in the hell would you hold yourself accountable for you supposed to cheat when you a teenager? You're supposed to cheat because you ain't supposed to be in a committed relationship as a teenager. You're supposed to be learning by dating. That is so annoying. Like, I could literally chew nails. I wish I was her coach. I wish she called me. Oh my God. Oh my God. I wish she called me girl. And therefore, she's not a bad person because if she was a bad person inwardly, she wouldn't give a damn. But matter of fact, she's such a good person inwardly that she still holds herself accountable even when she was a child. What are you about? Yes, I'm talking about the mother, but what you say? What about the mother? Who is the lady you were playing? Kurt was flashing that money at her in high school. He paid for SEG with Jasmine. Huh? You agree with me with the cycle? Who is the lady you were? Thaddeus' wife. The cussing pastor. Who is Jasmine? Oh, the girl that had the baby on the side. Because when I used to watch it, I saw the beautiful young lady that he had that baby with. Yeah, I remember Jasmine. Yes. Uh-huh. You done? Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, Antonio. Yes, I'm on live. Okay. Hold on. Why don't you just take your mama's charger? Is she using it?
My mom's also.
This is mom. Uh-huh. Um, yeah, so Rashida, right? He is the adult. Yeah. Hold on. H-Town said emotions make you cry sometimes. You right. Yeah, emotions are everything. That's the cord. That is the thing that's going to bind you to that person. Because while they are, for instance, while they are hurting you, your love for them binds you to them. And you started loving them while they started causing you pain, emotions. Y'all remember what I tell y'all all the time? You remember I tell y'all when you're recovering from narcissistic abuse, you got to get to the point as an empath where you learn how to turn your empathic traits off. You got to turn your empathy off. You got to turn your empathy off. You remember? That's a practice, though. She would have to learn how not to care about him when he comes to manipulate her emotionally. Do you know that my friend was married and she was at a hotel with another man when her husband was at home? And if she knew that she was going to cheat, then why did she get married then? Because she wanted to. Because she wanted to. Marriage didn't mean the same thing to her morally and ethically as it meant to other people. You remember I tell y'all about the internal GPS? You remember? See, you don't need nobody watching you. Look, I'm going to watch you. You can't be out at night because you might cheat. No. It don't work that way. You find somebody with an internal GPS like yours. Then you don't have to watch them. I'm saying that give me the opportunity, I believe her mother would cross the boundaries with Rashida's husband in the way that she was acting. Listen, me and Monet, it's so crazy that you said that. Me and Monet was just talking the other day, and I'm not going to tell y'all which one of my sons, but one of my sons told me that, and I'm not going to tell y'all when. It won't no time soon, though, but it was when he was dating one of the people that he was dating, and he said that he know for sure that her mother would lay with him if he wanted her to. We had a big old conversation, and I said, oh my God. I said, why would you say that? He said, Mama, I know. I could tell. So narcissistic mothers, when NPD, yes, they will. Yes, they will. Y'all know how we talk about all the time, like some people are divorcing their parents. It's behind shit like this. Could you imagine that? If you walked in and called, actually, no, come back in here no more. That's your last time. Don't open my door no more. If you come in and you saw your mother and your husband in the act, do you know what type of emotional damage that would cause you? Do you not know what it would feel like in your body? And on top of that, you would deal with that for the rest of your life. That is a type of injury, emotional injury, baby, that you would need some help with. Because that is not natural, nor is it normal. But it happens. It happens. That's why people say, oh, Cheryl Grabowski, you could be so brass, or some of the things that you say are rough. Y'all don't understand what people share with me. When these people are sharing these kinds of things, when you got somebody in your life that will do something like that to you, and if given the opportunity might do it again, now what you gonna do? My ex-wife is a narc. I did not know for a while, but shit, we would always having me ask questions to myself, like, what is this? some type of mental illness or disorder. Yeah, Tyrone, of course you do. You ask yourself the hard questions because this is a point. These people will make you feel like you are losing your damn mind. Like, am I crazy? Like, what is going on? And so, again, with the NPD, you have sisters and brothers that seg each other too. And I'm not talking about one sibling that abuses another sibling. That's not what I'm talking about. Cause that's a crime. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's something different. That's some one child being taken advantage of by another child. That somebody done taught that other child some type of bad behavior. Not that. But I'm talking about sisters and brothers, narcs, that don't have an internal GPS that they lay together. People say you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. That's what people say. But honey, when I tell you in 2024, yeah, we don't know. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know. It's a lot going on. This NPD and this mental illness and stuff like this. And then a lot of times what we do is we don't have all these checks and balances because ain't nobody told us this stuff. Like, Lord have mercy. When I was growing up, girl, no. How in the world would I know? My mom and my daddy was a lot dysfunctional. You know what I mean? So how would I know? And then you go on living your life. You see somebody, they got an 8-pack. You know what I'm saying? They driving. They're charismatic and charming. And there you go. She walking around. She got a big old booty. Nice old hips. She cute in the face. And there you go. But honey, baby, you getting ready to go down the rabbit hole, sugar. I found out my mom's a narc too. That's why I attracted her. Yes. People say this is a guessing game. This mental health stuff, lies. This is science. It's science, y'all. New girlfriend queen, Cheryl G. New boys, friends. What's up, William? How you doing? When your mother is a narcissist, more than likely you're going to be attracted to a female narc. Yeah. Especially if you are an empathic person or a codependent or a people pleaser. Because you're the giver, they're the taker. Science. But it's not supposed to be like, it's real shit. Yes, it is. It's not supposed to be that way, though. That damn Thaddeus. I never pay no attention to Thaddeus like that. You know what I'm saying? But through listening to his wife talk, it's got all the pieces to it. What's up, Anna? It's got all the pieces to it. People get mad at me in the YouTube streets. Cheryl always talking about church people. I'm not always talking about church people. I'm talking about narcissists in the fucking church. Okay? I went no contact with both of them. It was hard, but my life got so much after I did. Yes, and the reason why your life got better is because you got away from that toxic ass energy. What's up, Chris? How you doing? I can't stand them. They love, boy, I tell you. Somebody asked me, well, Cheryl, will you have mercy on them? No. 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 I hold them accountable. Or how else will they change? Most of them, I'm going to say this and then I'm about to end the live, but most of them have a reason, like why they are that way. Really. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about Kirk earlier. Why is it okay for you to keep on hurting Rashida? Why? Like, You ain't the finest man in the planet. In my opinion, Kurt is ugly. He ain't handsome to me. There are men with better bodies. There are men with more money. Ashley! Ashley, here! Ashley! All they do now is try to down me to other family members, the smear campaign, because I won't come around. Don't worry about it. You don't owe them shit. Don't worry about it. We do not have... Ashley! We do not have to sit around and allow family members to hurt us because they are family members. We don't have to do that. We grown. Let them go live their life and do what they feel like is right. Bye. Some people know they are narcissists and proud of it. Yes, self-aware narcissists. Yeah. Now, some people have narcissistic traits now, and they are proud of it, but they are not narcs. It's a difference. Most narcissists will not say that they are they will not admit it because they have the delusion in their mind that they are perfect. That's part of the problem. They're not real people. You see what I'm saying? They will even they might say, well, I might not be perfect, but I'm 98% perfect. Narcissism, because you are fucking not that. And if you happen to be a church narcissist, well, I'm holy. No, you are not. You are human. You're no better than nobody else. What's up, Greg, in the building? You're no more righteous than nobody. No. They call that black and white thinking. When you look at yourself as all good. And when you're not able to look at yourself and say, well, I got shitty ways too. I'm not perfect. You can actually develop the traits from the narcissistic abuse. Yes, I have traits. Y'all know when I used to do my intro, I used to make sure I put that in my intro, my narcissistic traits. But I'm a whole lot empathic. But being a empathic, codependent people pleaser, I had to learn how to turn my empathy off. Because you can have so much, it's almost like, you know how we look at the crazy movies and we see somebody who, say for instance, somebody show up at your, this is an example. Somebody shows up at your door. It's say I'm a female. Somebody shows up at my door. But I'm shy, I'm timid, and I'm almost afraid to, so you're talking to me and you're saying, but my car broke down. Can I use your phone? It's late at night. It's 12:30. Everybody's asleep. You don't hear a sound. Everybody out, you know what I'm saying? And this person is putting pressure on me, but I'm timid. I'm soft. And I'm not going to listen to my GPS. It's telling me don't open that door, but I'm going to, because of my empathy. They say that they've broken down. It's raining outside. They just need to use the phone. And so what I do is I betray myself and I open up that door and I end up unalive, and my mama got to put me in the ground. Some people have too much empathy. You got to turn it off. Right. Missy said, call 911. You don't. Do you know how many times in my lifetime I've looked on the news and saw shit like that happen for real? There's a young lady. She's in another state. She's in college. She lives in a nice apartment complex. She done opened that door for somebody that she didn't need to open that door for, because they stand on the other side of the door lying. They got the mask on. They're using emotional manipulation. They're going to use your empathy towards against you. You're going to feel sorry for a person who's broke down. It's raining, all that. You're going to feel sorry because your heart is, oh my God, well, I need to help you. I'm going to open up the door. But your internal GPS told you not to open up that door. But you open it up anyway. Because It's going to hurt you to say, listen, I'm sorry. I'll call 911 for you. You got somebody that you want me to call? Because I could give me the number. Just give me the number through the door. But I'm not going to risk myself to help you. What's up, JCJR714? I see you in the building. I'm not going to seek my, because I can't allow my empathy to put me in a compromising situation. For some of you empaths that's on this live, y'all got to start, do something about that empathy now, because you're going to meet somebody who's going to exploit you emotionally. They're going to ask you to do things for them that they would never do for you. Your safety first. They would never, and do not compromise yourself, because that's called boundaries. And so when we go into recovery, like I did, and call my coach, the teaching of the boundaries, oh my God, the teaching of the boundaries is so the dark empaths, oh my God. Dark empaths are dangerous. But I'm not speaking about the dark empath as an empath. I'm saying that with different people and certain situations, turn your empathy off because they're exploiting you. So while they are, have you ever, let me just ask y'all a question, because I've gone through this before. Have you ever felt sorry for a person who's hurting you? Have you ever felt sorry for a person that's hurting you? And have you ever got mad at yourself because you told yourself, now, Cheryl, I want you to stop this shit right now. They deserve what's coming to yes. Steph Bell says yes. Okay, so they deserve what they're getting ready to go through, and they've got to, Missy said, no, never. Missy, I have. And they've got to deal with their own consequence. Trauma bond, yes. You finally forgave yourself, yes. So it's a very, if you've never felt it before, it's a very conflicting thing. I would imagine that Rashida goes through this. After he been over there laying up with, over there with that girl, and she know that he been over there, right? Then he comes home with roses or whatever he knows that she likes. They get into it really bad. He's standing there looking pitiful. Now he's running a play. His play is to exploit her emotionally. And he said, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't intend to do it. You know, I done gone to therapy with you. I'm really sorry. He might even start crying. At that point, Rashida feels she's mad with him, but then she feels empathy for him while she's being betrayed. That's a whole lot, y'all. That's the trauma bond. When you forgive, it's not for the person, but for yourself. Slowpoke, I understand that. Which Rashida, the celebrity lady? Yes, Misty. So, listen. Forgiveness is overrated. I just did a live about this the other day. This is where we get tripped up at, right? Let's take forgiveness off the table. Forgiveness is not even on the table. We're not dealing with that. That's what the toxic person is going to use with you to get them get their way with you. We're going to move it, remove it. If I was having a conversation with a narcissist male and me and him was into it, and he say, Cheryl, you got to forgive me. No. We're going to take forgiveness off the table. No forgiveness. Now, what we going to do, what's on the table? What's on the table is your behavior. That's number one. And another thing that's on the table is the consequences that I'm going to give you for repeatedly doing that which you told me that you're going to stop doing. So I got to cut you off, right? There will be no more seg. We're not talking no more. I'm going to cut you on all the way off, right? So then you come back 3 months later and you say, sure, I done changed. Oh, no, it ain't been long enough. Change, the only way that you can measure change is over time. 3 months ain't long enough. More like 3 years. If you still want to try to come back. And in the 3 years, I must watch you from a distance. And I must see a sustained change in you over the course of time. I can't gamble with you telling me that you've changed. I must know that you've changed. Do you see what I'm saying? So at that point, I got to cut my empathy off. Because now the empathy is going to keep me bonded in chains with you. And you're probably manipulating me emotionally or attempting to. So that's what it looked like. Why good women like that always fall for them no good dudes and vice versa? It's because of our past. Yeah, Kirk do that all the time. It's because of our past. It's probably what was going on in our home when we were younger. And so it's not just what we see that's in the side of our house when we're children. It's not just what you see. It's all of it. It's what you see. It's what you hear. It's what you sense. It's what you feel. It's all of that. All of that is creating an implant on you. It's like a download. It's like a blueprint. And all of that is a part of you. Did Rashida break up with Kirk? No. She need to. What's up, Brenda? How you doing, boo? So our thing is, my biggest takeaway with Pastor Thaddeus' wife, she did the right thing. She needs to stay away from him. He's not going to change. Jasmine Wade brought up Kirk and Rashida. Again, I wish y'all knew some females. If we knew female narcissists that are on television that we could speak of. But when it comes to Rashida, she should cut her losses and live her life. Kurt is Rashida's husband. Greg Davis said negative attraction. Yes. Because our sexual desires and our attraction levels are rooted in that toxicity too, in that toxic person. A lot of times we could be sexually really attracted to that shittiness because that sexual energy, how do I say this? Whatever you were around in your childhood, that's sort of like your comfort. And so in your comfortability, in that toxic comfortability, will be a strong attraction into that. Man, she should have been moved on from him. I know. I'm okay. Just glad to see you're doing good. Looking beautiful as always. Thank you, Jada. Jada Smith. Thank you so much. I see you. Now you did that. Yes. Hoo-hoo. Rashida, Loving Hip Hop. Rashida and Kirk. That is their name on the show Loving Hip Hop. Hey y'all, hope y'all been doing good. What's up, Kitty Case? We've been doing good. Love you right on back. Honey, Jada. We gonna end this live on Jada. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. Okay, Amish. I can't stand Jada Smith. Me and my daughter was talking about her the other day. She said, Mama, I believe straight narc. In a couple of minutes. But my daughter was saying she believes that Will is same gender loving, right? I say, I don't care if Will is. That's his business, if he is. The thing is that Jada is too. So are the children. That's a whole separate issue. But the way that she exploits him and the way that they have built this facade, this fake marriage, this image, is just so toxic. He was her manager, so their history runs back, but nevertheless, she shouldn't been moved. She should have been moved on. Yes. Will Smith, She got him so emotionally tied up and tangled up till, again, why are we talking about all these rich ass people with all this money and all this knowledge, and they don't know about the conversation that we're having right now? That's why I'm here on social media. I am. Tyrone says she has his head all messed up. Yes, she does. It's more than his head, Tyrone. It's his emotions. It's all of it. I think he would literally feel like that he's passing away if he could not be with her. He uses her to uphold him inwardly. And it's crazy. Oh, wow. Will and Jada need every form of higher power possible. Jada and Will are business partners. Will don't need Jada for no business. He is codependent. He's the epitome of people pleasing and codependency. He is. Yes. That's why I say it can go both ways. Narcissism is not just the gender male. No, women are. I got so many female narcissists in my family. I'm trying to tell you. Red Table Talk, never have I seen the cheater interview the victim. Yeah. She blew her cover though. So what do y'all think, Chris? What was Chris's deal about Jada? What was really, like, what's really going on with Chris and Will and Jada? What was that all about? Do y'all know? Because I feel like a lot of that has not really come to the forefront like it should have. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, I don't know why I just got so stuffy. And I haven't been stuffy all day. But kisses and hugs. Y'all have a wonderful evening. We're going to do the morning show in the morning. Oh, Lord. That was the first negative comment of all the time that we've been live tonight. So we did a good job. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. I will see y'all tomorrow. Entanglement. But who? Who's entangled, though? You think Chris had dealings with Jada? Or Will? I don't know what's going on. Kirk and Will rode the short bus. Greg, I don't think so. I don't see them as on the short bus. I just see them as I've seen other angles before the slap. Jada was laughing at the jokes Chris made. Both. Miss Mustard on pork chop. I hadn't had a pork chop in a good old while now. Jada was laughing so, but what was Will so mad at? He done lost his mind. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. Kisses and hugs. We will, if y'all can, be on the morning show in the morning. Will did that because he thought she would give him hell if he didn't smack him, but she pulled that narc trick on him and still got on him for it. Oh, I can't stand her. And don't nobody want her but Will. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. No, your comment wasn't bad. I see you say embarrassed. All right. No, love y'all. Kisses and hugs. It was a wonderful live, Greg. Bye, Miss Cheryl. Bye, Greg. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow on the morning show. 11 o'clock. Bye, guys.